What's happening? So today I'm going to be installing this Hurst shifter handle. This is kind of sped up here. So first you're going to pry up this little tray in the front. Just get under it, pull it out. Then you're going to have to pry up the front two corners of the console here. Don't use a screwdriver like my dumbass. Get a proper plastic pry tool, which I didn't have and now I've ordered. And once you pry up the front, pull that up, and then you're going to release the plug out of this little socket underneath. Then you're going to have to use a T25 Torx to loosen the collar there underneath so you can pull the shift handle off. So now that that's disconnected, there's four little clips you're going to just squeeze in a little bit and push that out the top. And then you're going to disconnect the plug going to the shift handle. Those are always fun. And just set the console aside for now. Then you're going to have to remove the boot from the shift handle. On the plastic collar there's a tab on each side you have to pry open and then just pull it off. So once you get those separated, just put the shift boot aside for right now. You're going to connect the shift handle plug back, because you're going to actually leave that in the car, which is weird, but otherwise you get an error. So what you're going to do is take the front two screws out where the cigarette lighter is, the little cubby underneath, and then you're going to pull this out. Requires a little bit of force, but it came out no problem. And I wrapped the shift handle in a towel just to prevent it from rattling or getting scratched up in the little cubby in there. So you just make sure the plug is on the left side. It's going to go through where there's the little gap in that tray. It has a little cutout. You want to make sure the plug is in there, like going through, so it's not getting smashed or anything. And then just put that back and put the screws back in there. And then you're going to put the console piece, the shifter surround, back in. You can put the tray back in the front. And it's mostly done now. And then you're going to have to put the handle through the shift boot. Now you have to remove, there's that plastic ring. You're actually remove it. It's glued in. Mine was, it looked really easy to pull off. Like, it didn't take any effort at all. So you remove that plastic ring that was on the stock, and you'll notice there's a notch on this shift handle right near the base. That's where the zip tie is going to go to hold it to the shift boot to the new handle. So you put it through, get the set screw in there. I already had mine in, and then push that down as far as it can go. So it's past the set screw. It's really, really close to the set screw. And then you're going to take the zip tie, and what I did is put the Allen wrench in the set screw so that it couldn't go over it, and then just use the zip tie, cinch it down so it's in that groove so it can't slip down, and then just trim the zip tie, and then tighten the set screw just so it's barely like starting to touch the shift rod. And then because there's a set screw hole in the shift rod, and you want it to line up because you're going to screw that into that. And if you put a little pressure, it makes it easier, and you find it, and then you just cinch it down. Use a little blue Loctite. I didn't have any, so I had to run to Lowe's to get some more. And yeah, once that's done, you just push those clips, push the shift boot back through the hole. It just, like, the clips clip in, and you're done. I made sure that I checked the functions and everything worked properly before I did that, so I didn't have to pull it all out again. But so that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple install. Just be careful pulling all those pieces up and out, and don't break any clips, scratch anything up. But it feels amazing. It feels so solid now. The stock knob was pretty chintzy and It looks like something out of a Camry to me, and I didn't like it, and I decided to get this. And even though it's a little pricey at 200 bucks, but man, it feels really good. So I highly recommend this if you would like a more solid shifter and something that looks a little more aggressive. Go get one. Check it out. One thing to mention is you do lose the lighted indicator that you have on the stock shifter, so you're going to have to look at the dash to see what gear or park or reverse you're in. So I'll catch you guys on the next video. See you later.